about the most important chart that we're tracking today, the Nifty index and the RSI. What exactly is that indicating for the day?
So we look at RSI in terms of how oversold it is. So the general band is 28 to 32 in a normal correction and 2025 in the worst correction, which is equivalent to a 2008 or a 2020, 2013, etc. So for now, we've gone below 30 RSI levels today. The last few times over the last 3-4 years, as you can see it from the blue vertical lines on the chart, are the period of time where the markets bottomed out. So back in September 20, it bottomed out instantly. In the last two corrections in 2021 and 2022, it made another dip, made first a short-term bounce back, then another dip over the next 0 to 4 weeks, and then made a short-term bottom, and we had a full recovery or at least a 50 to 70% recovery of the last fall. Same case back in 2019, there was an instant recovery once. Another time it took another 1 month to make a recovery. So out here, there are two cases. Either we bottom out right away, or we have a bounce first, which I expect from here on at 15,800 to 16,100 band. A bounce back from here, then maybe another retest and then a bottom. So out here, this is a period of time where the screen will keep looking negative and there will be a lot of fear, but the market ideally after such a oversold scenario bottoms out for the short term in the next 0 to 4 weeks and even in a shorter span of time. So this is a time to say spare out your buying over the next 1 to 3 weeks. Just keep accumulating this fall.
Get in, Kunal, your outlook on the chart. What is it that you're also tracking? Because it seems like you're closely watching out on the Nifty 50 index. What are your observations and levels that you're mapping out?
So it's more to do with very similar kind of a chart patterns on the Nifty 50, and I've mapped up with the slightly short-term aspect on the RSIs. And whenever the RSIs have hit back towards that strong support trend line, as you can see on the lower grade, where the RSI comes back towards an oversold kind of a territory, where it touches the red support trend line, you've seen resultant effect on the Nifty, where in the process of the next 3 to 5 trading sessions, the indices go through a bounce. Now those bounce and the vagaries of the bounce is different in terms of different kind of trends. But even the last 7-8 months when the markets have actually been into a downward trend, even in those kind of market circumstances, this factor seems to played out pretty well for the indices, and we are at a similar state where the Nifty has managed to come back, or the RSIs for the Nifty has managed to come back below the previous major support trend line. So that in itself it could indicate that we could be in process of a multi-day bounce starting from current levels, and which is why I believe at current levels of 15,850, 900 on the Nifty, I think it's a very attractive contra buy zone.
Okay, so that's what the charts have to say. But should we get stock specific and get you trading ideas, stock specific trading ideas? Nooresh, what's on your radar?
So buy on power grid, more of a defensive trade. Stop loss at 233 and a target price of 260. Second is a buy on Can Bank, which is oversold, corrected from 260, 270 levels all the way back to the last 6-month lows. Stop loss at 190 and a target price of 225.
And Kunal, what about you? It's been over an hour since the first trade. What's on your radar?
So one buy and one sell. The first one is one Gujarat Gas. The stock which did yesterday pretty well for itself, looking quite strong. It's seeing a follow-through price action for itself today. So would suggest a buy with a target of almost 600. Stop loss at 525. And the second would be a sell on the metal pack. JSW Steel. Even that stock has started to show signs of weakness. It's making a fresh multi-week low for itself. So would suggest a sell with targets of almost 600. Stop loss 650.
Okay, those are some buzzing